What's going on, everybody? My name's Cody. Welcome to the second episode of this BigAss Garden. This one's going to be a little bit different. As my first episode, I went through and pruned up my fruit trees. I think on this one, I'm going to go through and show everybody what I've got going on in my yard, explain what I'm doing, what my plans are, and kind of what some hardships I've gone through. So, a little bit about myself. I've been a gardener for about 7-8 years at this point. I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, but might be seeing all these wood chips here. This is a gardening method called Back to Eden. I've been working on this section of my yard for every bit of 7 years, and it's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, but with enough time and resources, it does pay off. You might also be seeing I've got some beehives here. I'm an avid beekeeper. Currently, I have 7 colonies, which I do have a sister channel. It's called The Beekeeping Pilot. You can find me on YouTube. You can also find me on TikTok. I haven't really posted anything on the YouTube side of things yet, but it's because my bees are kind of dormant right now. I will be though. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, show you the Back to Eden garden. That's all just regular wood chips. Yeah, my brother's actually a tree guy, so he brought me truckloads of wood chips, and it took a lot of wheelbarrowing to get it to where it needed to be. But I got it up and running, got it there. Right here, got my apple tree, which I did my first episode of pruning and the logic behind that. If I turn you around here, see these stacks of logs? These are mushroom logs. I've got shiitakes, I've got king oyster, I've got lion's mane. Hopefully they'll produce some mushrooms for me this year. I'm pretty confident they will. I have my peach tree here, which a peach tree, because I live where I do, which is 6A, kind of on the border of 6B. Kind of deals with a leaf curl. So I've got that treated up. Right over here, got my pear tree, which I also put some prune on. You guys can see that on my first video. I have a lot of plans with this garden, but honestly, it's not going to happen. I had a death in the family, and I will be moving as a result of that. But right over here, in this little caged-in area, it's actually my asparagus patch. I'm growing purple asparagus, and I'm growing green asparagus. Asparagus has been there for about 5 years now, 6 years. I'm actually being able to harvest it for a while. It's good to go. Got this section right here next to it. That is my original Back to Eden gardening section. That's why I swear by Back to Eden. It is fantastic. But anybody worth their weight, you don't just stick with one method. I've been working on this for several years. I hand built this. It's about 3.5 feet tall. This is called hugelkultur. Down on the bottom here, I've got real big, thick logs. So you can see one right there. Big, thick log. And essentially, instead of filling it up with soil, you fill it up with logs and then smaller debris. This stuff on top, that's all from my fruit trees I just cut down. I'm letting them dry up a little bit before I go in there, packing it in into all those little spaces and voids. Save the money instead of putting the soil in. Plus, it holds moisture. It also fertilizes. It's all just fantastic. Similar to my Back to Eden, but a little bit different style here. Right over here, I've got my grapevines. I have 2 as of right now. These are muscadines. They come out really nice and bronze. It's really interesting color. But they are seeded. Right over here is my pineberry patch. If you don't know what pineberries are or have ever heard of pineberries, they're actually white strawberries. They're really pretty. They taste like pineapple too. I'm going to do some cleaning out of this and some weeding. Got a couple different varieties of strawberries in these tires as well. I always found that the tires worked really well just for moisture control, moisture reasons, since strawberries do tend to be really thirsty. I've got another variety of grape here. I can't remember for the life of me what these things are called, but they're purple. They're really, really good, but they are also seeded, which is really cool. But at the same time, I don't really get to enjoy them that much because as soon as they're ready, the birds come through and they take them all. So I'll have to work on getting that netted up or something. But then again, I am moving, so maybe not. Maybe I will just pass it on. Let's see. Right over here. Sorry, guys, we just had a big windstorm. Got trash all in here. I've got clippings from each of those that I have in the pots that are rooting. Hardwood clippings. They're fine to sit out over winter time. They're just they're going to do their own thing, which I kind of like just letting nature take its course. Same concept as winter sowing, which I want to do right now, but don't really have the time. And why would I when I'm moving? All right, here I am back in my garden. I want to go over a couple of books that I've been reading. I've been researching this stuff for years and years, but I finally got some literature. One of my favorite books I have read so far is Carrots Love Tomatoes. It's by Louise Rayalt. Fantastic book. The way that she breaks it down shows you what you can plant and what likes what. Second favorite is All New Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew. Now, this dude's a genius. He's one of the pioneers for modern gardening. I mean, if you can't read, there's plenty of pictures in here for you. So we all know I'm after the pictures myself. Book that really changed my opinion on gardening entirely this year and future, which I'll get into breeding and all kinds of different things, which I'll take you guys with me. It's a book called Landrace Gardening by Joseph Lofthouse. This book right here will make you think about life differently. Which kind of makes sense because I want to treat my bees a similar way, but you live and you learn. This book is called Seed to Seed. It's by Susan Ashworth. Susan Ashworth, this author is fantastic. It's straight to the point. If you're looking for information, this is where you get it. Take you from day one to day zero, right back to the beginning. Now, what I'm into right now is a book called Breed Your Own Vegetable Varieties. Author is Carol Depp. I have barely gotten into this book, and I need more time to read this thing. I don't want to stop. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you guys have never heard of Back to Eden Method, there's a documentary on YouTube about it. It's about 2 hours long. Can't remember the name of the guy that came out with it. This guy talks. He tells you how it is. Essentially, you put all your wood chips down. You can see it holds moisture. All the wood chips are nice and wet. Really, what it is it's its own fertilizer. It's its own compost. I don't really water them. I don't weed them. I don't do anything. There's a little bit of grass that'll come up through it. But all you do there is put some contractor paper down, smother it, and then just cover it up. And kills the weeds. Makes everything exactly how it needs to be. It's perfect. Oh, I got a surprise for you, maybe. Otis. Come on. Come here. Now this is my gardening buddy right here. I like to plant it, and Otis likes to stomp it out. Say hi, Otis. He's a mastiff plot hound. He's about 110 pounds. He's my big galoot. I love him. I plant it, and he walks all over it. He doesn't eat any of it, though, for some reason. And I figured I would talk to you guys a little bit. Tell you where I plan on having this channel, where I want it to go. Really, my main goal, even if I don't have any viewers, it's just to live and to learn. If you look at my description, it says, in the pursuit of happiness, spreading knowledge along the way. That is my main goal. If I have 0 listeners, 0 followers, 0 anything, it's fine. The reason I feel this way is because even if there's nothing, I'm sure my kids will watch it when they get older. I got a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old currently, so I'm trying to find time to do all this stuff. But I will be posting more videos. I will be taking everybody along on the journey with me. And hopefully, we'll see where it goes, right? Well, I think that's good for this episode. Thanks again for watching. I'm Cody, and you're watching This Big Ass Garden.